Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. I hope to continue enjoying your support this year. With that said, this is the first video of the year. Since starting the new year with overly grim content wouldn't be ideal, today, I'd like to talk about the instant noodle industry in China. First, let me show you this article. It discusses how sales in the instant noodle industry have dropped by 2 billion yuan in a year. That's about 40 billion yen in Japanese currency, a massive loss for the industry. Why have instant noodle sales declined? There are many theories, but even the Chinese themselves don't seem to have pinpointed a clear cause. Without identifying the root cause, implementing effective measures is difficult. If this continues, both 2025 and this year might face significant challenges for the industry. Numerous articles have emerged trying to explain the situation, and today, I'd like to introduce some of these theories. After listening, I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether you agree with one of the explanations or have your own ideas about why instant noodle sales are falling in China. Please share your comments below. Theory 1: Rising health consciousness. One commonly mentioned reason is the growing health consciousness among Chinese people. China has a traditional concept known as Yishi Teng Yuan, the idea that food and health are closely related. If the decline in instant noodle sales stems from this mindset, then one must ask, why were they so popular before? The concept of Yishi Teng Yuan isn't new, so why are we only now seeing such a shift? Some might argue that health awareness has suddenly increased in recent years, but I find that explanation unconvincing. For instance, when I lived in Shanghai, people were already concerned about pesticide residues on vegetables, washing them with detergent. Thus, avoiding unhealthy food was already a common mindset. A sudden surge in awareness doesn't seem plausible to me. Theory 2: The rise of food delivery services. Another explanation is the rapid growth of food delivery services, akin to Uber Eats in Japan. These services are even more prevalent in China, partly because unemployment has driven many people to work as delivery drivers, keeping labor costs low. As a result, delivery is affordable for consumers. Instead of buying cup noodles, people now order a variety of meals delivered to their door. While this might explain some of the decline, it raises a question: are those who used to rely on cup noodles now the ones ordering delivery? Considering the higher costs of delivery, it doesn't seem likely. Cup noodles are a budget option. If people had enough money for delivery, they likely wouldn't have been eating instant noodles in the first place. Thus, while food delivery might contribute to the decline, it doesn't seem like the primary reason. Theory 3: The expansion of high-speed rail. Another theory attributes the decline to the expansion of China's high-speed rail network. Before high-speed rail, many people traveled long distances on slow trains, often taking 1 or 2 days to reach their destinations. During these long journeys, they relied on instant noodles as a convenient meal option. However, with faster travel times, fewer people need to eat meals on the train. While this explanation might seem minor, the sheer volume of train passengers in China could mean this has had a significant impact. Theory 4: Rising prices. A theory I find particularly credible is the rising cost of instant noodles. While China overall is experiencing deflation, instant noodle prices have increased due to rising production costs. Historically, the instant noodle industry has been fiercely competitive, making it difficult to raise prices. However, with rising raw material costs and a weaker yuan, manufacturers have had no choice but to increase prices. For consumers facing economic difficulties, higher prices for what is perceived as a cheap food option are off-putting. Many might now opt to cook their own meals, which can be cheaper than buying instant noodles. Theory 5: Consumer fatigue. Lastly, there's the simple possibility that people are just tired of instant noodles. The taste and characteristics of instant noodles don't vary much between brands, leading to consumer fatigue. Manufacturers have tried introducing new and unusual flavors, but it seems they've exhausted most ideas, leaving little room for innovation. In conclusion, while instant noodle sales have plummeted in China, the reasons remain speculative. Whether it's health consciousness, the rise of food delivery, high-speed rail, price increases, or consumer fatigue, the industry needs to accurately analyze the causes to implement effective countermeasures. Missteps could worsen the situation for businesses this year. The major players in China's instant noodle market, like Kongshifu and Tongyi, along with Japan's Nissin, will be under scrutiny for their strategies and outcomes this year. How these companies adapt will be a key indicator of their business acumen. That's all for today's discussion. Thank you for watching, and I hope to have your continued support on this channel throughout the year.